know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.
What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna tell y'all the story on how I found out my ex was punk. Disclaimer before I start the story, y'all, I was really stupid. Like, I kept going back for real, because it's like that. So I'm just gonna hop straight to it. So the first time I found out, like, I started like catching on. Basically, he was at driving school and I was at his house, and I was asking him to get on his computer because I wanted to make like a little template thing on Canva, and my computer was at my house. So he wouldn't give me the password. I'm like, why you want to give me the password? Like, what's up? Like, I got the password to your phone, all that, but I can't get the password to the computer. What's up? So like, I'm suspecting. So I'm like, what? So after that, I was like, forget it. We went on this cruise, y'all. We came back and he on the game. I'm like, can I use your computer to get on Canva? He like, okay. He not paying attention to what I'm doing because he focusing on what he's doing on the game. I get on the computer, I open Google, I see he's on Twitter, like a fake page I never seen before. I know he got 2 Twitter pages. I didn't know about this one. So I log into I didn't log into it, but I clicked on it. And so I go to the DMs. I just see him texting a whole bunch of like the little Twitter stars and stuff like that. And I didn't peep at first, so I just took pictures of all of it. And he seen that I took the pictures. He deleted the picture off my phone, but one of them stayed. And the one that stayed, I had went back and looked at the page again. I seen a girl with a. So then I'm like, what the?
That's not a girl. You're not talking about a girl right now. First off, what I do want to say is y'all two are pretty confusing. You go in people's phones, take pictures. He just shopping for penis, whatever. You just like nonchalant about him deleting the pictures out your phone, and then you just continue. Did you continue talking? I bet she continued.
What the heck? Like, I was like, that's strange. And he started like, he was like saying like, oh, I didn't know that was a boy, whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever.
It was a guy.
So then, double back. This happened in July. Double back August, like 2 weeks later, he made another Twitter page, and it really wasn't nothing homo on them. So then we gonna fast forward to my birthday. So on my birthday, I had just got my makeup. This was on my birthday. It was a few days before my birthday. I had a dinner 4 days before my birthday. So that was the day I took my pictures and stuff like that. So I just got my makeup done, whatever. We on the way to the dinner. He's driving, and I'm in the car next to him. And we had deleted Instagram for each other and stuff. So my niece, she texted me. She was like, Malia said go text her back on Instagram. Mind you, Malia is our cousin. So I'm like, the heck? Like, what's going on? So I log into Instagram. She like, girl, your boyfriend is cheating on you. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, he's cheating on you with a boy. I was like, what? And so she had showed me a whole bunch of screenshots of him texting the boy, begging to get into the boy's close friends. The boy, like, he twerking on his close friends and stuff. He begging to get in the boy close friends. And the boy, like, he looked like a boy. Like, you could tell he was no boy. Like, he didn't look like a girl at all. And so I was like, give me his number. I got on the phone with the boy, and all he was like, he got on live, and my boyfriend was in the live comments calling him bae and stuff. I'm like,
oh my God.
What? So, that really just blew my whole mood. And he was like trying to go home and stuff, trying to play victim. I'm like, this is my birthday and you just ruined it, and you want to cry and go home? Like, no, you're crazy. That's insane. So, that happened.
What? That happened. What else is this? Are you about to tell me that y'all continued? You just told me the craziest. That was wild what you just said. The first time you took the pictures. You know there was pictures because you knew he deleted them. What does he got that you want? You chose this guy 4 times. Because the first time you chose him, then you found out he took pictures of dudes with dinguses. Then you chose him again by saying, hey, I'm brush over it. Now you found out that he's over here letting dudes shake stuff on. That's gross. Shake stuff on him, and you brushed over it again? She likes men that likes men. She is into that. We should have known, because those eyelashes are crazy on her. Those things are crazy, and that chain is fake. That tennis chain is definitely fake.
And then I like just tried to like, you know, dismiss it, whatever. I didn't try to dismiss it. I did dismiss it. I was really upset about it. Hi. And y'all, I'm
She's
back.
telling the story around people?
I was really like upset about it. So I was just like, on my birthday, like, on my birthday. But he had did that like 2 days before. Yeah, it was like 2 days before. Okay, so then that was over with. A month later, January, he was in these like this is like, he was in these like messenger group chats, and I don't know, I don't remember if it was girls or boys that was like sending their stuff, but it was something like really like freaky. And then I was like, okay, like it's getting out of hand for real.
It's now getting out of hand. It is now getting out of hand to you. Not the pictures, not the dude text messages with the other dude. That's not getting out of hand to you. That's not getting out of hand to you at all. Not him in the live calling a dude bae. It's not getting out of hand to you. We should have known. Well, at least she should have known. I want women to know when you put on the dude with the wig makeup package, like if you look at her face right now, it's the makeup package. When you put that on, why wouldn't the guy who thinks you look good, why wouldn't he talk to a dude? Y'all both look the same to him. Y'all both got the, who's that person? Give me a second. What's his name? Ricky Martin? The dude that be doing those shows with the dudes with wigs.
Much later.
RuPaul. Jesus Christ, I had a mental problem. That's the RuPaul package. When you look like RuPaul, can't nobody tell you nothing.
So then he stopped for a while, but I wasn't catching him for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I was not catching him for a while. And then come March, that's when we're supposed to make a year. So it's March, it's the end of March. It's happening. We made a year March 18th. It's the end of March. It's like March 20 something or 30th. He was out of town, and I was still doing my snooping stuff. I was being a detective. I don't care. I was being a detective, and I had logged into this fake Instagram page I did not know he had. He over there favoriting dudes, like dudes with they twerking, like with that booty in the camera and stuff. I'm like, bro, what's really going on? Like, I'm just like getting even more suspected. Like, do you really like girls? He blamed it on the fact that he just be horny and stuff like that. And
did she really ask that question? She thought this was a good video. This is such a bad video for you, ma'am. Him, nah, man, he living his best life, I guess. You, ma'am, this is a horrible video. You are the most clueless individual anybody has ever seen. And she posted this. And the fact that you didn't get rid of this video blows my mind.
Like, come on now. And then, okay, let me get to the real deal breaker that told me that he was just like, you know. So I'm in New York and he's in Houston, and so whenever I flew to New York, I got to New York at like 12. I didn't get checked into my hotel till like 1 o'clock. So
she's still
like in the morning.
To him.
So when I get checked in, he sleep. He claimed he sleep. So he wasn't answering the phone. I texted back, no, nothing. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? Maybe he is asleep. So I go to sleep. I wake up the next day, and we going around New York. We go to this little block party thing, whatever. And then later on that day, I get back into the hotel, and we was discussing what we was gonna do the next day. So I'm telling my parents, like, yeah, I want to go to the 9/11 memorial. And so they was like, cool. So I get on Reddit because I search up like unseen clips of 9/11 because I just wanted to see it. But as soon as I click on Reddit, I see a whole bunch of notifications. I'm like, notifications? Like, I don't even use Reddit. Why do I have all these messages? So
this is the most clueless individual I've ever seen in my life.
Click on the page, and I'm logged into his page. That was nothing but God, y'all. That was nothing but God. That was nothing but God. I get on there, and it's just like, I see him texting boys saying he's a bottom. Can they F him? Saying he want to play with they and stuff like that, mind you. And it's not just no little, like, you know, he inside of like group chats, like communities for like homo people. Like, it was just a lot. Like, he was in, I want to say like 7 or 8 communities for the LGBTQ community. He was texting them.
Y'all know the worst part is that she chose him. This is a joke on you because you chose him. And then when you found out, you chose him again. And then we found out more, you chose him again. And then there was more. You're crazy. She's crazy. This is how she could put all this stuff on her face and think it's perfectly fine.
You know, liking their stuff, commenting on their stuff, all that. Mind you, it's nothing but boys. It's not even girls no more. It's just straight dudes. I'm like baffled. And it was one of them. He was asking to host one of the communities with him, and it was like, okay, what do you want to be, a top or a bottom? He was like, it doesn't matter, I could be both. I'm like, both? Like, if you're gonna be that, you could at least be a top. Like,
Shut your stupid.
What are you talking about?
and mind you, he sent a picture of himself in my bathroom in a jacket that I bought him. I'm just like, I am baffled. I'm like, whoa, like, this is really getting out of hand. And girl, the next week we had went to, like, not the next.
The next week, you continue to talk to this young man. She likes dudes that like dudes. Nobody in the comment section is saying that, like, that you like dudes that like dudes, but you like dudes that like dudes. It can't be this many times. You can't get this many trial and errors and think that she into that. That's what I...
Week, no, not even next week. 2 days later is when I came home. We had to go to Dallas for his graduation. We got to Dallas. Girl, I called him out for it. He didn't beat me up and so much. But that's another story for another day. But if y'all want to hear that story, let me know, because I would tell y'all, girl. He used to put his hands on me, girl. He was cheating on me with girls and boys. He was just a terrible man. But yeah, I'm out.
Big screen. First off, he didn't cheat on you with girls. It was dudes who you call girls, and it was dudes. Okay, and I'm pretty sure he would put hands on you because he don't even like women. He don't even like you. So why not? I have no problem putting my hands on some guy. You know why? Because I don't like dudes. Yeah, that was the wildest thing. She think everybody's gonna be like shocked that the dude who was like blindly tunnel vision forward on wanting dudes put his hands on you. He's looking at you like, she don't even have the package I want. That's what he's thinking. You're just something in his way. Ma'am, I can't. She posted this. That was crack. That was crack right there. And she smiled at the end. I'm gonna post her thing down at the bottom. If you wanna go look at the video or go support her delusion, I help you out. Man, you wanted this guy. Everything that happened to you, you wanted. You be proud. Be proud of that dude that you with that likes dudes. If he was as blind as he was to get dudes with, but for like to get money, he'd be rich. He'd be Jay-Z. That man would be so rich right now. But you're so dumb. She's so dumb.
Oh, you ain't know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.